Hello and welcome back to the Bloodborne Blind Playthrough with me, Hollow. Thank you so much for watching the series so far, guys. Absolutely loving this game. It's been a brilliant experience so far, but there is so much more for us to discover. We have barely scratched the surface of this playthrough, and I'm loving the very fact that I'm going to be playing this game for a long while. Not only just doing the playthrough, but the other videos that will be coming out soon. The first one of those will be happening, hopefully, during this week. Linny is going home very soon, sadly, but that does leave me more time to sit in front of my computer and make better videos for you guys. More streams and all that. So, yeah, Bloodborne streaming will continue. It happened once. I want to do more of that. And, yeah, basically, I'll have more time to do more stuff. So, let's begin, shall we? By purchasing the Ashen Armor set. As we can see, we have the Grey Wolf Cap, Ashen Hunter Garb, Ashen Hunter Gloves, Ashen Hunter Trousers, and there is in fact lore on it that you can read prior to buying it as well. The attire of the retired hunter Jura. This one wolf cap was his trademark. Jura is known through his contact with the Power Kegs, the heretics of the workshop. He is said to have been both uncommonly kind and dreadfully foolish. So he was a very kind person, this. Interesting. Jura felt defeated by the state of Old Yharnam and renounced his hunter vows. So apparently, Jura here, Jura boy, he was the hunter with the chain gun. And the reason he was potentially mad, not necessarily mad, was due to the fact that he felt the hunters failed Old Yharnam. And because it became so covered by beasts, he decided to go down there and not let anyone enter and kill all hunters and hunt the hunters. Apparently, he felt like the hunters had failed the people and maybe he grew to hate the hunters. Now, we see that he had some sort of alliance or contact with Power Kegs, the heretics of the workshop, and maybe they betrayed him, you know? He's uncommonly kind, dreadfully foolish. He made some terrible choices right up until the end when he attacked us. His worst and most foolish mistake, because we killed him dead. So we're going to go ahead and buy all of this gear. Yep, there we go. We also have Gascoigne's armor here, by the way. May as well read it. The hunter attire worn by Father Gascoigne. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, I probably am. Similar to the hunter garb created at the workshop, only these are tainted by a pungent, beastly stench that eats away at Gascoigne. Father is the title used for clerics in a foreign land, and there is no such rank in the healing church. So Father Gascoigne, he was referred to as Father, but that's not actually a title, which means maybe they just called him Father because he was actually a father, which seems kind of weird. But in some worlds, you know, mothers are highly respected, so perhaps fathers are in this world. I don't know. We also have like a little different like description here on the chest, which is interesting. The dingy scarf is a holy shoal and symbol of the healing church, from which Gascoigne would eventually part ways. So he left the church. He wasn't actually part of them, he just was with them, and he had his own unique scarf, as we've seen with the sort of holy church itself. See, they're leaving now that I don't have 10 insight. As we see with the holy church like basic uniform, there is a scarf just like Gascoigne's, but it's smaller and definitely less unique. So you can see he had his own one and he left the healing church. Very interesting. So let's get this sweet new set on, the Ashen Hunter Garb. Oh man, it looks pretty cool. Here we go. Oh man, I quite like that. I don't mind that at all. It fits with the sword, the silver sword. It's not bad, is it? I quite like it. Note that we have like a thing that's covering our right eye there. A cloth. Now we've seen many hunters completely cover their eyes, even when the mad. Gascoigne was one who had his eyes covered. Why is that? We don't actually know, but they're covering parts of their faces and features. Now, when we land a visceral attack, our hand becomes very beast and claw-like. We've talked about how hunters are potentially infused with the blood of beasts, and they are slowly turning into beasts, perhaps. Now, there's definitely some lore that I want to discuss, maybe even make a video about. For example, let's talk about that you know, when you first get the transfusion of blood, you have a nightmare, and one of those red monstrous wolverines tries to give its hand to you, as if it's like, you know, offering allegiance with you. You know, I'm just saying. But what if the more insane and beastly you become, your features will change? So your hand is feral, like a beast, when you do these visceral attacks. Perhaps the reason people are covering these eyes, these hunters, is because they are losing themselves to the beast, and they went so far that their eyes were one of the first things to change about them, to become more like a beast, and so they covered them, maybe out of shame. I'm not sure, but that would be my guess. Now then. Last time I said I wanted to go into this tomb, this ritual altar here. It's the Chamber of the Seal. It's a labyrinth down here. It's the first one I'm going to go to ever. Very excited about this. Look at the way the messengers were like. They were like, had their hands up and they were like, as if in prayer or praise of the chalice. They clearly worship the thing. It's interesting. Thumerian Labyrinth, Layer 1. One thing that I didn't mention at all, by the way, when we're talking about the armor set, is the first white, fully white hunter set we've seen. Now, we know that he was uncommonly kind, right? Like, really, really kind, in fact. Uncommonly for a hunter. All hunters seem to wear these dark grey and black colours, as though they are, you know, that's sort of their uniform and theme. But this hunter, his set was completely white. Perhaps he was more holy than any other hunter. Now let's make a more focus on this labyrinth then, shall we? We have a lamp, a reset point. These creepy looking people carved, this portrait carved into the wall, and we can see all these candles as if it's some sort of shrine. There's actually a bit of surface there to use as some sort of shrine or altar, perhaps. Well, those cobwebs. This place has not been visited in a long, long time. You can see the dust, the embers. What are those? Basic lanterns? Or traps? I don't trust anything right now. Not even these statues. Which, by the way, are tombstones, it seems. As you can see, there's writing on them. Oh, look at him! Yeah, get up there! Never seen anyone open a door like that in a Souls game. Scared it's going to close behind me. It may just do so. No enemies yet. What is this place? We're only in the first layer. Another lamp. So soon. I can still see the other one. Very uncommon in a Bloodborne game so far. So far in Bloodborne, you know, it's taken us a long time to progress to get to a new lamp. Yeah. Here, in this dungeon. This labyrinth. Very strangely, we've somewhat instantly found a second lamp. Alright, we have this area here with our first enemies. Rats, not too bad, not too big of a problem. We have this other area where there seems to be some sort of gate, potentially locked. Also have this rock here. Is that even a rock? It is. More gravestones. And some other enemies down there. And another one up there with a ladder. Well, fuck the ladder. First things first, we take out the most annoying threat, which will be the rats. The rats being the most annoying threat due to the fact that they do high damage, poison damage, when they are allowed to hit you. There we go. They take a very small amount of damage, very weak creatures, but they can dish out damage. So I am wary of them, and they are my first target for that reason. So, let's climb to the other side. Now I'm sure this won't be as easy as just going through this door. In fact, I think it'll be locked. Yep. So we have to find a device that will unlock this gate, leading us to seeking another path in this muddy area here. Looks really cool. Fuck, this place looks amazing. We seem to be very deep underground, under the crusts of the land, but I don't think we're that deep. I mean, we saw that it said first layer. We must get deeper and deeper into the ground. Oh my god. I'm glad I went for you first. Whatever the fuck that thing was, it had Molotovs. Skinny. It was like a pygmy from the Souls games. Ah, we have loot over there, that's why. So, oh! Oh my god. Sen's Fortress, anyone? The Fortress of 1,000 Traps, or 100 Traps, whatever it was. I think it was 1,000. God damn, that reminds me of the part of the walkways in Sen's Fortress. I really, really like that. Alright, boys, let's do it. You're different to the other ones. It would seem that they act just like normal enemies, you know, no problem. And I can one-shot them with a basic power attack. Doesn't need to be fully charged. Good to know. Our reward was a couple of blood vials. Okay. So, I'm probably going to have spent 1 blood vial to gain a few there. I would say that was a worthy trade and a worthy time spent. By the way, we did get like a debuff when we walked in that water there. I think our equipment was taking durability damage. A messenger. 2 of them, in fact. This is very, very strange, in fact, that a messenger's just sat here. I wonder if this is where they come from. The messengers. This labyrinth. Or these labyrinth. Well, only one way to progress. I'm not looking to go down. Look at these cages hanging. Creepy, man. Oh god, this feels just like Sen's Fortress, and I fucking love Sen's Fortress. Oh my god. This guy. Oh, there's a big guy down there. Fuck, that's embarrassing, dude. I'm totally fine with, you know, stuff like that. Totally fine. No problem. As you saw, I didn't need any problem with the first sort of swinging pendulum saw blade. And then the second one, you know, it was no problem. I ran through it at the right time. But that asshole shot me with something, or threw something at me at very least, and it staggered me, causing me to get hit. Well, attempt number 2. I wonder if I can reach him from here. I can. I think it was a throwing knife he's throwing at me. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I got him too, bitch. I got him too. I don't like running into an area and having no idea what's in the room, like traps and stuff. So it was a bit scary to have to roll past that guy. By the way, now we can have a quick look at their bodies. Look how thin they are. What are they? Just like one of those enemies we saw down in the lower sort of peasantry area of Yharnam. They're etched in these runes and sort of symbols that are somewhat on fire, in fact. And we can see that it is strengthening them like a buff, right? Even though they're weak creatures. There we go, nice jump attack there. And we see there's a necromancer that's spawning them. Which reminds me... Oh, this is a bell maiden! Right! Oh my god. Oh my god, I fell. I'm not doing too well here. Come get it, you piece of shit. That's it. And 2 for 1. Oh, okay. 0 for nothing. So there's bell maidens in these dungeons. Christ, the amount of damage that just did. Oh my fucking god! Fuck this. Fuck this. Alright, the bell maiden's spawning tons of enemies. We kill her. Should have done that a long time ago. Oh my god. Poisoned. Whew! This fucking room, though. Oh my god. Whew! Oh my god, this is gonna get horrible fast. It already has. That asshole up there with the throwing knives, that's the problem here. She's gone, no more spawns. In fact, it killed all of the ones that she spawned. Alright, lesson learned, valuable lesson. Bell maidens are annoying. Kill them, fast. There's probably one in every dungeon, I bet. Oh, you son of a fucking bitch. That was a mistake. Wasting many heals right now. Playing poorly. I admit it. But I'll get better, I swear. Forgive me. This room, though, pretty fucking tough. Got some bullets for our time. I wonder if there's multiple bell maidens. What the fuck is that thing there? Oh my god, it's disgusting. It's essentially one of those really thin pygmy guys, but bigger, more fleshed out. We see that there are people with throwing knives hidden behind the smoke, who I will deal with first. If the game allows me that. Make sure he dies. Okay, that woke him up. At the very least, we know that. Okay, back away. This is fine. If he wants to come for me, maybe a visceral. We've not done one of those this episode. There we go. No problem. Look at his head and his neck. What the fuck is that thing? Oh, he's disgusting. Oh, his flesh looks so, like, oily and, like, silky. Potentially sweaty. Ritual blood. Very interesting. That's what you need to fill your chalices with. Perhaps going in here and defeating this sort of layer allows us to then, you know, visit other layers. Okay, that scared me. This gravestone thing with the face looking down at me, I thought it was following me. I thought his head was moving. That was creepy as fuck. Alright, well, let's just turn it, please. Alright. Somewhere, a door to the old labyrinth has opened. So, very simple concept so far that I really actually quite like, that I saw a little bit in Pillars of Eternity. There's dungeons. Big old dungeons. And this is what this labyrinth essentially is. It's just a big dungeon. So, you got traps, you got guards, you got many different types of things that you need to worry and be aware of. And it slowly sort of like increased the difficulty as we went there. I guess going that way will lead me to the area I would be knocked down to. If I was hit by one of the saw blades like a fool, which did actually happen, but I died. And now this should be unlocked, right? Yep. Loving that new pickup animation of gates and stuff. Looks cool as fuck. I wonder if there's any lore behind these crypts. Or perhaps they're just for fun. We see these... Oh, the etched ruins. Ruins. On the wall. Just like we see from these, the different runes. Very interesting. Perhaps this is where we come to sort of activate them. Let's keep progressing. Undead giant. Holy shit! Look at this thing. Oh shit, I was swapping weapon. That was a mistake. Alright, I'm going for the big weapon. Ah. Damn. Okay, he's got a lot of health. You are just disgusting, sir. No visceral attack there. Interesting. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, no problem. So he's not that hard. He's just a bit disgusting. Although that was an AoE attack. Whew. He's got a lot of movement. He's bleeding. Look at that. Wow. Ow. Holy shit. Ugh. He's got like a lot of seismic attacks. Like that don't necessarily need to hit you to do the damage. See what I mean? That would have hit me there, even though I wasn't like right next to it. I'm a big fan of these power attacks. Perhaps too much of a fan, but I'm loving them on the sword. This fucking music though. Oh, he's got candles on his back. I just want to have a quick look at him. He's bleeding out of the places I've hit him, you know, in the middle there. He's got guts spewing out of him. He's got 2 saw blades for hands. He's a fucking abomination. Undead giant. So this is just a big undead. Very simple. Basic enemy. He has candles all on his back, like a titan has a city. Boy. Whoa! He's quite fast for how big he is, don't you think? And we've unlocked the Adept Blood Gemstone, which would be a higher level of gemstone. Here we go. It gives us a thrust damage up by almost 8% and physical attack by 4.2. That is really fucking really good. Really good. And this weapon has many thrust attacks, like this one. Increasing the damage of that. Don't mind if I do. We're just having a quick look around the room. See tons of skulls. Perhaps he was formed out of these bodies, or perhaps they were previous hunters that came here and were defeated. Big walls and staircases leading up. I was looking for secrets. These almost look like doors, but no, they're just like tomb, sort of grave stones or whatever. Anyway, we've activated the lantern, and there's actually more here. What device? Ah, right there. That brings up the elevator. This leads us down deeper into the labyrinth. I see. I thought you could only do one labyrinth layer at a time. But no. You can go through every layer of the labyrinth. It was him right away, technically. If you're willing to come down here and fight, it doesn't stop you. I'll try and defeat layer 2. In fact, no, let's not. I'll do more of this in the future, guys. I'm sure I can come back here. But I do want to make some progress in the story. Go see some stuff, you know. Go see new areas or whatever. Maybe I'll have to make videos that are specifically about these labyrinth things. Do let me know what you prefer to see. Separate videos on Labyrinth. Or just have them part of the playthrough, which would kind of cut up the progress a lot, I think. I don't know how many people are interested in that. So I don't want to force you into doing something like that. I'm going to quickly level up and maybe do that gem thing, and then we'll go to the area where I got to last time. So, guys, now we're here in the chapel. We want to make some progress, go down into that area, and talk about all the things that we saw in the dungeon and all that. But there's something I need to talk to you about, which kind of sucks. Actually, I'm really pissed off about it. So I actually have this thing here. It's called the Crow Hunter Badge. Badge of a Hunter of Hunters, who hunts those who have become addled with blood. The badge of the Hunter of Hunters is quietly passed down from generation to generation, usually to an outsider from the hinterlands. To be entrusted with this cursed badge, one must be strong, resilient to the seduction of blood, and gracious when taking a comrade's life. So that is the badge of a Hunter of a Hunter. Basically, hunters can become mad, as we've seen, become beasts, become obsessed with blood, and it falls to that line of people with that badge to hunt them down, these mad and crazy individuals, and stop them from killing everything in their wake. The owner of that badge was unfortunately that very kind bird-type woman that we saw back in Central Yharnam for the first time. She had daggers, it was cool. I actually killed her on stream to get her daggers, and I saw that lore and learnt this lore already on stream. She's a really cool character, and I was very interested in learning her story. Unfortunately for me, while I was just running around, messing around, getting some, whatever, farming done off camera or whatever, basically, I went to the Uden Chapel area, which is where we fought Gascoigne. I found her fighting a mad hunter, and I was watching, just sort of going, well, shit, I better learn what happens at least, whatever, and she died. She got killed by this hunter. The hunter just straight up killed her. And I wasn't expecting it, and I should have been, to be honest. I should have been ready for something of that nature to happen in a fucking Souls-related game. But my excuse, I guess, if I've got to give one, is I was watching and I was like, when are they going to do the lore? Why are these two fighting? I kind of worked out that she was the Hunter of Hunters and maybe he'd gone mad, but I was expecting some conversation, something to be said, so I was waiting and I was watching. And nothing happened. And then she died. And then I let him kill me. Well, I say I let him kill me. I fought him for a little bit and he kind of shot me twice and took away all my health and it was over. He's very strong, this hunter. So I'll have to show him to you soon, I'm sure. There's the door that I missed, right there. So I have to get to that platform there. How the hell am I going to do that? Is this even possible? Maybe from up here. There's a door there. Oh, no, there's not. Go around that way. Okay, well, I guess the only way for me to reach it would be this way. I have to use my last blood vial on this. Unless I go to that there and then jump across, but I don't think so. Maybe I fucked this up. Am I willing to spend my last blood vial to find out? No. But maybe I can reach it here. That was the best jump I could have had. That was the best jump I could have had there from that my platform there. And I didn't quite reach, so not going to happen. But yes, it really does suck that I messed up that storyline and she died. You know, my excuse was that, you know, in Dark Souls 2, there was a similar storyline that happened where two people were fighting, and I sat there and watched them, and they had some dialogue for each other, and they hit each other for like 1 point of damage every time they hit each other, so I was expecting a similar situation there. But, you know, what I should have thought about when I was watching was, this isn't Dark Souls 2, it was made by the people who made Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1, this is a better game, and so NPCs will die, and they'll die fast. So I will go kill him on camera at some point, get revenge, see if I can find out who he was, why they were fighting. Obviously, I think it was because he was mad and she was hunting a mad hunter. But it really does suck that, you know, this all happened and I can't really show you, and maybe her storyline just ends. Well, obviously, it ends right there because she's dead. So I really did fuck up, guys, and I can't apologize enough. Here, the door, no heals left. It's better be worth it, guys. Better be fucking worth it. The hell is this? This is a very sudden change. Where the fuck? Wait, what? What? This is the abandoned old workshop. It's not inside of the tower or in the Uden Chapel or up top or anything. It's just down here. Very inconveniently placed. Wow. It looks identical. But where's the doll? Where's the messengers? Where are the gravestones? She ain't here. Is identical. In place of the fountain, the vendor's fountain, a small chest containing the doll clothes. Oh my god. Holy shit. You can actually wear them. Amazing. Let me try that. A discarded doll's hat, likely a spare for dress-up. A deep love for the doll can be summarized by the fine craftsmanship of this article and care with which it was kept. It borderlines on mania and exudes a slight warmth. Can I really just put this on? There's no way. Oh my god, I can. I can just put on like a dress. These fucking games can infuriate me at times. They really can, but my god. They're all so amazing. Okay, well, let's keep exploring, I guess. This is so weird. Old Hunter Bone. Really? Is that, do you think that's going to be like a usable... Ah, here we go. The bone of an old hunter whose name is lost. It's said that he was an apprentice to Old German and a practitioner of the art of quickening, a technique particular to the first hunters. What is quickening? It is most appropriate that hunters carriers of the torch who are sustained by the dream would tease an old art of from his remains. Maybe he'll teach me. There's actually a lantern in here. Let's bring some messages back to this place. Wake up, boys. There we go. Oh my god. Oh, that's so creepy. She's just staring at me. Note that I gained 2 insight from this. as I went in here. 1/3 of an umbilical cord. What? Ugh. A great relic, also known as the cord of the eye. Every infant great one has this precursor to the umbilical cord. Every great one loses its child. Every great one would lose a child. What the fuck? And then yearns for a surrogate. The third umbilical cord precipitated the encounter with the pale moon, which beckons the hunters and conceived the hunter's dream. You can use this to gain insight, so they say, eyes on the inside, although no one remembers what that truly entails. So this is something to do with how the hunter's dream was formed. Every single great one will lose its child, and then wants a surrogate. This third umbilical cord caused an encounter with the pale moon. The pale moon is something to do with the hunter's dream. We're learning some fucking big lore, but my god, watch it grab me. An abandoned doll. Do you think at a certain amount of insight this one would come to life? Perhaps, just like the other one. I noticed that his hands are actually... Oh my god. Watch his hand. Its finger twitches. Oh my god, is that the wind or is it alive? I mean, it makes me think it must be alive. This place is so creepy. This is so fucking cool. A small hair ornament. Oh my god. Alright, a small, very ordinary hair ornament. Although it has been lost for quite some time, one can still see the signs of the care with which this tasteful ornament was once kept. Its colour would stand out most brilliantly against a head of greyish hair. Like that. It was made to groom this doll. Who made these dolls? Perhaps it was German, the first hunter. I can feel that I'm not alone here, though. There's no way. And I heard a whispering as I entered from this side. And I can hear it again. I'm going to look in that area very shortly, but there is one thing I want to quickly check. The garden? Is it even there? It's not. Yeah, it didn't look like it would be. So the garden is a new thing to the new hunter's dream. Or the workshop that was not abandoned. Listen. A woman. Giggling. She sounds like she's all around me, man. I think she's to my left, and then she sounds like she's to my right. Another old stump, perhaps where messengers would bathe. The well of this area. I'm looking for that gate that leads to the sort of gravy tombstone area, but it doesn't exist. It just doesn't exist over here. Similar to the garden. So that's also a new addition in the updated workshop for Hunter's Dream. But where is the Hunter's Dream? It would make me think that the Hunter's Dream is essentially just a complete copy, carbon copy of this area in a different universe or something along those lines. And whatever the old one is, whatever that old one is, or the great one rather, it would appear that it has something to do with creating the Hunter's Dream, the pale moon, pale blood, and maybe what we're going to learn as we continue down this story, as creepy as it will get, is that perhaps some sort of god or something formed the Hunter's Dream and formed pale blood, and maybe could be even the reason the curse exists, the beast curse. I was looking at these trees thinking maybe they're inside the tree, Maybe they're on the branches sat in the tree. But I can't see it. Do let me know what you think of all this. Because it's creepy as fuck. And it's making me look at the hunters and the hunter's dream in a whole different way. Either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. I've been Hollow, you've been you, and I'll see you next time for more Bloodborne. I'm so creeped out.